Namaste everyone. Welcome to PYF, Presha Yoga Fit, and I am Presha. This is a basic Hatha Yoga practice. We're going to be focusing on foundational poses and also be focusing on our breath. So roll out your mat and let's get started. We'll begin this practice today seated in Sukhasana. Once you find yourself seated, please place your hands on your knees and first let's close the eyes to arrive and settle on the mat. In this seated pose, let's get tall and let's get nice length in the spine. So lift up through the lower back. Grow a slightly taller through the upper body. Reaching the crown of the head to the ceiling. And rooting with both the sitting bones on the mat. Relax. And release the tension from your shoulders. Unclench the jaw and unclench your teeth. And relax and release the tension from your forehead, the muscles of your mouth, the tiny muscles around your eyes. Soften and relax your hairline. Once we've found the body in this perfect alignment where we are feeling quite comfortable, focus now on your breathing. Simply observe this wonderful rhythm of your inhales and exhales. Notice the body as it expands with every inhale and softens with every exhale. And now, take your time to slowly open your eyes. Now we're going to come into a side body stretch. So, bring your right hand down onto the right side. Bend the right elbow slightly. With an inhale, reach your left arm up. And bend over to the right. Just make sure your left sitting bone does not lift up too much off the ground. So keep pressing down through the right hand in order to bring the left sitting bone down. The goal here is to feel the stretch in the left side of the body. Instead of lifting the hip up, we want to keep rooting down and extend the left arm. And then switch. Left hand to the left, extending, reaching right arm up, bending over to the left, making sure we are pressing into the mat with that left hand so that that right sitting bone stays down. Breathe and open into the right side of your body. Now come back to center and take your right hand behind you, beyond the fingertips. Then, with your left hand, catch your right knee. Inhale, first lengthen the spine, lift the chest up, lift through your lower back. And now with an exhale, we're going to twist. So, twist with your upper body and take your gaze back. Come back to center, switching sides. Left hand fingertips behind. And now, right hand catches the left knee. Again, lengthen first with an inhale, and with an exhale, we're going to twist. Wonderful. Let's come back to center. Now we're going to find ourselves standing at the top of the mat. With the feet stacked under the hips, nicely grow taller through the entire upper body. Lift the chest up. Relax your shoulders. With the next inhale, sweep your arms up. Reach all the way up with your palms together and take your gaze to your thumbs and take a slight back bend, a baby back bend, lifting your chest. With an exhale, fold forward, bending into your knees, diving down with your fingertips, releasing the weight of your head and your neck. Inhale, hands on your shins, lengthen halfway flat back. Exhale, framing your fingers down, take a step back with your right foot, bring the right knee down. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Since this is our first downward dog of the practice, pedal out your feet. Bend your left knee, extend the right leg. Bend your right knee, extend your left leg. Keep pedaling a couple of times. Good. Normalize downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, knees down. Chest, chin to the floor. Then with the next inhale, lift up, untuck your toes and lift up to a back bend, cobra. Rolling the shoulders back and pulling the chest forward. And with an exhale, go back to downward facing dog. Lifting through the hips, pressing into the mat with your hands, spreading your shoulder blades and taking your shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, reach your right leg up to a three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot forward between the thumbs. You can come on your fingertips and lift your chest up. Good. Then step your left foot forward. Bring your hands on your shins. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Again, take a back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart center and arms to the sides. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach your arms up. Again, take a baby back bend. Lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands on your shins. Lengthen your spine. Keep your torso parallel to the floor and keep the shoulders away from the ears. Draw the belly button into the spine. Exhale. Hands down and step back with your left foot, left knee down. Inhale, lift your chest up. And with an exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Then inhale in downward facing dog. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Then, untuck your toes and take an inhale to a cobra. Rolling your shoulders back, pulling the chest forward. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Squeeze your glutes. And exhale, go back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up to a three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot forward between the thumbs and lift your chest up again. Good. Step your right foot forward. Place your hands on your shins. Inhale to lengthen halfway flat back. and exhale to fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up, take a back bend, and exhale, hands to heart center and arms to the sides. Great job. Now, we're going to step to this length of the mat, and we're going to first stay in this position with the toes facing forward. Putting your hands on your waist. Now, let's go and practice a warrior two pose. So turn your right toe facing the front of the mat. Then take your arms out, palms parallel or arms parallel to the floor and palms facing down. Then inhale here and exhale, bend into your right knee. Taking your gaze beyond your right hand, spread the shoulder blades and again keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Make sure that that right knee and right ankle are aligned. Good. Now, left arm to the left thigh, flipping your right palm up. Take that right arm all the way up, extending through the right side of the body. Now that left hand, take it around the back and find a half bind with your hand. Good. Coming into a reverse warrior two or an exalted warrior two. With an exhale, bring that right forearm on the right thigh. Make sure that you're not kneading the thigh with your right forearm. You're keeping a slight and a gentle touch with your right arm. And then extend and reach your left arm above your left ear, spinning the left shoulder back, coming into an extended side angle pose. Again, please make sure that you're not leaning too much with the weight of your body through that right forearm on the right thigh. If it helps, think of hovering that right forearm like almost half an inch off the thigh. Beautiful. Now come back to center. Put your hands on your waist. Turn your right toe pointing to the front. Roll the shoulders back and lift your chest up. Inhale here. With an exhale, come back to center. We're going to switch sides. So, please make sure that your heels are aligned. Turning the left toe pointing to the back of the mat. Both the arms extending out parallel to the mat, palms facing down. Inhale, lift your chest up, stay tall with your upper body. And exhale, bend into your left knee, sink into that front leg, coming into warrior two. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Spread the shoulder blades. Keep your shoulders down away from the ears. Take the gaze beyond your left hand or the index finger of your left hand. With the next inhale, right arm to the right thigh, flip the left palm up and reach it all the way up. Now with that right hand, you can take the option to take that half bind. With an exhale, bring your left forearm to your left thigh, coming into an extended side angle pose. Again, don't knead the thigh, so don't put all of the weight of your body into that left thigh. Keep a slight lift through that left forearm and reach your right arm above your right earlobe. Spinning the right shoulder back. Make sure that you're not squeezing with your torso. Keep the torso elongated. Come back to center, again facing the left toe now to the front. We're going to keep those hands back onto the waist. Roll the shoulders back, lift your chest up again, inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Now, turn your toes slightly to the out and bend into both your knees. Take those arms out, cactus your arms, so bend into your elbows, palms are facing to the front. Squat a little deeper in goddess pose. Make sure your knees are not coming in, okay? They are not caving in. Instead, think of taking your knees out in the direction of your pinky toes. Beautiful. Let's stand up, bring the hands back to the waist. We're going to heel toe with the feet in and come into a stance where the feet are stacked under the hips. Now, let's take a balancing pose. So, with the next inhale, you're going to lift your right foot up, put the weight of the body on the left foot, catch the foot with the right hand, and place the foot on the inside of your left thigh. Make sure when you're doing this, your inside of your left thigh is pushing the foot and the foot is pushing into the thigh. So both are resisting each other. They're both pushing into each other. When you find that, it will be hard for you to actually fall down or to wobble. You're going to be finding it easier to be able to balance here. Hands to your heart center and try and focus on one point. This is also called drishti. And then bring the right foot down, shake it off with the feet a little bit. Let's switch sides. Let's put the weight of the body onto the right foot. So you're leaning a little to the right first, then you're going to lift your left foot up. Catch it with your left hand. Place it on the inside of your right thigh. Again, please push through both. The thigh and the foot are fighting. They're pushing each other. Okay? And now your hands can come to your heart center. Again, try and focus on one point. So the space that you're practicing in, focus on one point. Maybe it's somewhere in the front of you, there's a wall, there's a painting, there's a dot that you can see. Try and keep your gaze at one point. Great. And now we're going to bring that left foot down, shake it off. And from here, we're going to step to the back of the mat. Okay? Again, making sure the feet are stacked under the hips. Inhale, reach your arms up, interlacing all your fingers, but point your index fingers up to the ceiling. Lift the chest up. Now, step right foot forward with an exhale. Take a step forward with the right foot and then start to lean forward, bending into your right knee, and then lift your left leg up to a warrior three. Keep a slight bend in your front knee. Left leg staying engaged, parallel to the mat. Torso is also parallel to the mat. Level your left hip with the right. And then slowly step back, hands to the waist, and step your right foot back. On the other side, the same pose. We're going to reach both the arms up with an inhale, all fingers interlaced, index fingers pointing up. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Take a big step forward, bend into the left knee, lean forward, and lift your right leg up. Then bring the foot down, bring the hands to the waist. Again, roll your shoulders, lift your chest up. And exhale, come back to center. Now, walk to the front of the mat again. Take an inhale, reach your arms up again. A slight back bend. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, we're stepping with the feet back into a plank pose. Press the floor, draw the belly button to the spine. Spread the shoulder blades. Keep the shoulders stacked over your wrists. Inhale in plank. Exhale, bring the knees down. Good. Crossing with your feet or your ankles, we're going to sit down. And from here, we're going to take a Navasana. Okay? So for that Navasana pose, we're going to put the hands under the thighs. Just draw the feet slightly in. Lift the chest. Lift through your lower back. Slightly lean back. And then lift your shins. Bring them parallel to the mat. Chin away from the chest. With an exhale, cross your ankles, bring the feet down, round your spine. Inhale, lift your chest up. And then again, go back to Navasana. One more time, ankles are going to be crossed. We're going to round the spine with an exhale. Inhale, lift your chest. And go back one more time to Navasana. Crossing with the ankles, rounding the spine with an exhale. Inhale, lift. Good. Now we're going to extend the legs. Once we extend the legs on the mat, we're going to keep a slight bend in the knees. Flex the feet so your heels are digging down and your toes are pointing up. Inhale, reach your arms up and stay tall with your back body. Exhale, hinge forward with your hips. You can catch your feet, ankles, shins, or you can also keep your hands down and pull the chest forward and then release the weight of the head and the neck. Coming into a seated forward fold. With the next inhale, lift your head up, walk your hands back towards the body. Now, friends, feel free to lie down on your back and take Shavasana. Or, if you like so, you can also come seated, bring yourself in a seated pose, in Sukhasana, in a meditative pose. If you are in Shavasana, then please make sure that you're extending your legs and your arms and you're placing the feet and your legs a little wider than your hips. Your arms are a little away from the body, turning your palms up. You can also, if it makes you feel comfortable in that same Shavasana pose, also put your hand on the chest, one hand on the chest and one hand on the belly. The purpose of Shavasana is to feel comfortable, feel relaxed, and to be able to be in a position where you can feel at ease and stay still for some time. So wherever you are right now, take your time to go back to your breathing. And now friends, to conclude the practice, we're going to bring the hands to the heart center. We'll bow with a sense of gratitude for showing up on the mat and finding time for self-care. Thank you for joining me in today's practice. I will see you in the next video soon. Take care. Bye.